on my phone, making sure that I'm going live in the right place. The baby's asleep right now. Rory's on a walk with the dogs. I just want to get on here real quick and talk about a topic that's really has me excited recently, and it's about the 5-second rule. So what is that? I'll talk about it a little bit, just making sure I'm going live in my group, and I am. Welcome to my second bedroom office. So hope everybody's having a happy Monday. Hey, Christina. I'm over here hustling and working and enjoying some really great time with my family. So, hey, Mrs. Martinez, I will say. So today I want to talk a little bit about the 5-second rule. Whoever hops on, that's great. If you want to ask me some questions at the end, I can't give you a time of how long this will be. It could be 10 minutes, it could be 20. Who knows? We'll see what Mackenzie does. But this is something really interesting that I've been thinking about lately. And I recently learned about the 5-second rule just because I was washing dishes the other day and I was compelled to listen to some inspirational things on YouTube. Sometimes that desire just hits me and I decide that I want to listen to something cool, and I see if I can play it over Alexa or I play it on YouTube on my phone. So I'm really glad that I did, because I came across this information and I do believe that it's something that I had needed. So I was in the right place at the right time when I started learning about the 5-second rule. So also, when I was writing some information and preparing to do this video, I also came up with some general ideas of what I'm going to do when I do my Maintenance Mondays. I'm going to try to answer the three big questions with every topic that I go over, and that is, why is this important? Like, what's cool or interesting about it? Why does it warrant even being discussed? 2, how has it helped me? And 3, I'm a yellow, I care about helping others. How is this going to help other people? So the 5-second rule, and no, we're not talking about dropping your food on the floor and it's still being good. Can you really change your life in 5 seconds? Is that possible? So what is it? I wrote a little bit of this in the write-up, but then I'm going to talk about each item. So it's a tool that you can use to take action that gets you out of your head and doing things that you actually want to do. And it seems kind of stupid with how simple it is. How could counting to 5 help you do anything in life? So it's really interesting. There's several different videos on YouTube discussed by Mel Robbins herself, and I am going to link them in this video. And as you, of course, know, if you have any questions or you're interested, contact me and I can forward you in the right direction. So I'm going to talk about the 5 things of why this happens. And I thought it was interesting because Mel Robbins is a motivational speaker. She works in the business realm. She works with companies. She was having a really rough time in her life, and she said she was inspired to make a change by watching a rocket take off. Literally the countdown of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I thought that's really, really interesting. So pardon me while I just look at my notes here. So why do I think that this is important and that it's cool to talk about? I believe that people, first of all, need to know that they're not alone in feeling ways that they feel. Many of us have ants in our brain, automatic negative thoughts. I know I have a lot of them. And until I started learning about automatic negative thoughts, I really didn't realize how much that this was an issue and a problem for me. People need to know they're not alone when they feel this way. So I started putting this 5-second rule into practice as soon as I learned about it, because I believe that everybody has the capacity to change and do things that you really want to do. So if you've taken the time to look at your goals and you know the actions that you need to get there, the next thing that you need to do is to just start with step 1. You have to have action. You can't just think about doing things. So how has this helped me? It's helped me because it's given me a tool to use. It's helped me hold myself accountable, put myself into action, regardless of how I'm feeling at the time or what emotions that I'm having. Like, I don't feel like it. It's helped me become aware that I'm not the only person that has a problem of just thinking about things instead of doing them, and being in my head too much can be pretty harmful and hold me back from achieving, the things that I really want to do. I didn't even know that thinking too much could really be a problem until I was able to realize that in certain situations, it has been holding me back, in my life. I started to tell myself there were things that I couldn't do and they simply weren't true. Two prime examples are I don't have enough time to meal plan or work out. I don't. Yes, I do. The fact is that I haven't made it a priority in my life, and that's why it has not got done. That is plain and simple. That's the difference. It puts the responsibility in my hands, and instead of making excuses, which is the locus of control principle that we'll talk about soon, and that Mel Robbins talks about, that's the difference. As soon as you realize that you are the one in control of doing certain things in your life, there are things that are outside of our control, but there's a lot that is and that we're not taking responsibility for. And as soon as I learned that, it can be, one, scary, but at the same time, it can be really exciting, because having the ability to do something and change and meet a goal, to me, is really exciting. Let me know how you feel or what you think about that. I'm going to see if I can pull this up on my phone and mute it in case you are... Whoop. If anybody is making comments. Christina, you love my hair. I just got it cut. Oh, you know that. I sent you a Marco Polo video. You and Mrs. Martinez are watching. So I'll look down to see live comments. So thank you. Thanks. So that's why I think that this information can help me. So how will it help other people? I believe that the 5-second rule can help others exactly the way that Mel Robbins describes it. I know plenty of people who, one, don't even know what their goals are or their purpose is in life because they've never actually spent any time thinking about it. They've never dared to dream. And I get that because they've been distracted with the routine of everyday life and their job. I totally get it. I at some point. And I also think that this relates to any goal, but also me building a business, but also every decision in our life. Anything that you want to do, if you want to live a life of wellness or purpose, or get that promotion, or run that marathon, make that change, really, you can apply this to anything. And so, like I said, I will link certain links in this video. In fact, I can do that right now. Actually, I'll do it at the end. So I believe that this can help people the same way that it's helped me, and it's just a matter of applying it. So the 5 psychological scientific principles that it goes over is 1, locus of control. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit. Like, are you the one that's in control, or are you out of control? Do you place this control of your life and your decisions and things you do within yourself, or is it the environment and everything around you? So they found out that people who have a high internal locus of control, meaning I believe that I am in charge of my decisions and what I do, they're actually more happy in life and they're more productive. So if you don't have an internal locus of control, how can you get one? How can you create a bias towards action, which is another principle? If you have a bias towards action, that means instead of thinking about things in your head, you actually go ahead and do them. And the 5-second rule can teach you how to take action. Let me just say that I didn't, other than just briefly going over this, the 5-second rule is literally you deciding that you want to do something and you count down backwards from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you just do it. You just do it. Because Mel Robbins says it takes 5 seconds for your brain to talk you out of a decision and to say, no, I'm not going to do that. No, I don't want to do that. No, it's hard. I don't feel like it. And you have 5 seconds before your brain, which doesn't like change, automatically hijacks your thought. So if you have an impulse to talk to somebody, to raise your hand, to make a friend, to ask for their information, to friend them on Facebook, to do the dishes so that your husband will appreciate it because you're always making him do it. Or you want to get back in shape and you're like, I should go for a run. You have 5 seconds in order to take action before you choose not to do it, because your brain is just going to talk you out of it. Guys, that is huge. It is huge. Once I heard this, I couldn't believe how much, despite me knowing that I want to be able to get back into running, I want to do sit-ups so that I can get my pre-pregnancy body back, that I can meal plan so that I can have things lined up, shop, eat well, be full. Every single choice that you've ever made, all the goals that you want to do, starts off with this one impulse of you saying yes and actually following through with it. How insane is that? So when she said, can you change your life 5 seconds at a time? I was just like, absolutely not. How? How in 5 seconds can you make any type of legitimate change? But when you start looking at your habits and knowing this and acting on it, she said you can actually improve your brain and your ability to make changes and take action. How cool is that? Hey, Rachel. Yeah, isn't that life-changing, Christina? Isn't it interesting? Make sure that you definitely check out the videos that I post. It's crazy. And I see this a lot as I try to build my business. I feel my heart goes out for people being a yellow. And I've heard so many people say, I can't do that. You're special. You have a medical degree. You are extroverted. You have money to invest in your business. You are not afraid. I've heard every excuse in the book, and it's like, I am afraid. How that relates to somebody going, I'd really like to do that, but 5 seconds, it's gone. And their brain has told them all these automatic negative thoughts. I'm going to do a Maintenance Monday post on an automatic negative thoughts next Monday, so join me then. I will post it, a reminder in that group, in this group. So I'm getting off, sorry. So the second, getting off topic, psychological principle is behavioral flexibility. So you train yourself to get better, to do more of what you want, create new habits. You can become a new person. If you know what your goals are and you know what you want to do, you can become that person. So stop telling yourself that you can't. Practice makes it easier. You activate your brain in different ways. You can shift your behavior, and it can be a lasting change. It won't just be like, oh, I did that one time and it's done, because we know in order to make any type of change, consistency is key. So when you activate your brain differently, you shift your behavior, you can make lasting change. Isn't that really very exciting? I think it is. Because for me, I went for a run for the first time in a long time, guys, yesterday. And I used the 5-second rule. I know that I was aiming for a target, and I've stopped beating myself up with automatic negative thoughts like I should be able to do 3 miles, and I shouldn't be tired, and I shouldn't lose my breath, and I need to eat better, and this is my problem, and I shouldn't have that cookie. Shut up with the negative thoughts. Just go out and do the run. Get out of your head and do the thing that you want to do, and it'll get easier. You will get better. So behavioral flexibility. Your locus of control, are you in control, and behavioral flexibility. The third thing is do good and be good. You can't think your way to being better or happier. You actually have to do something. It's a proven technique that you have to act in order to change your mind. And if you find this interesting, I have already linked a second TED Talks about power posing, which I found to be really interesting in the past when I was working as pediatric OT. So there's that. Do good, be good. So don't just think about being good, you actually have to do. This is all about action, taking action steps. 4, the golden rule of habits. All researchers believe that it comes down to this and this alone, that you cannot control how something makes you feel. Think about that. You cannot control how something makes you feel. That guy cuts you off in traffic and you want to curse, because up inside you, rage and anger, okay? And then you go, I shouldn't be angry. Maybe that guy's having a bad day. I'm so angry. I'm gonna flip that guy the bird. I think we've all been there, depending on how much road rage you have, but that's just an example. Something is going to make you react a certain way. You're going to have a feeling. It could be a big feeling. It could be a small feeling. It doesn't matter. You're going to react a certain way, and it's okay. You cannot control the way something makes you feel. But you can change how you react. So that's the golden rule of habit. Something's going to make you feel a certain way. Get over it. The 5-second rule can actually help. Mel Robbins talks about how people write in, and there's personal testimony in the book, and a mom said, Mel, I want to thank you so much for giving me hashtag the 5-second rule, because it's really helped me not yell at my kids. The mom had taken the 5-second rule almost as what I would describe as a brain break, is what we teach in OT. She's counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and she's changing the way that she reacts to her children. That changes their relationship. That changes the way she mothers. That changes the way her kids see her. That is huge. The ability to change your behavior despite how you're feeling is one of the most important mature skills I think we can master. And I will tell you, there are tons of adults that still haven't got this down yet. We would teach this to children. It's okay that you're angry. Angry is a feeling, but it's not okay to hit. It's not okay to hurt somebody. And we would encourage them to take a break, because your brain loses control. And becoming in the habit of counting down backwards from 5 to 1 is actually a habit that helps you break new habits. That's actually the next thing. So you can only control how you react to a situation. And you can break negative patterns of behavior with a starting ritual or a starting ritual. Yes, Christina, I can totally send you this information, and I highly recommend that you watch the videos, but for sure. So a starting ritual is a repeated behavior that you adopt, and the 5-second rule, that stupid, silly, simple thing, counting down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, that is a starting ritual, and it can help you break habits and help you adopt new ones. So if you want to change self-doubt, blowing off things, getting angry, you can catch yourself, gain control, and do the things that you want to do. This is huge. I am so analytical and so, I take this information and I think about it in really different ways. And I think something so simple can have such huge effects. In one of the examples too, she was talking about how this has helped a gentleman. There's a story of how it stopped him from committing suicide. She's used this as a tool to help hone in anxiety and help with certain mental health issues. The guy had boarded a ferry and he went up to the edge and he was thinking about jumping off. And he took a second and he remembered the 5-second rule. That's huge. Saved this guy's life. He counted down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And instead of making the decision to jump and take his own life, he went to the next person that he saw or that worked at the ferry and said that he was having suicidal thoughts. He saved his own life. That gives me goosebumps. I don't know if you've ever been in that negative space of depression or anxiety. It is not fun. It's really hard. And so if there's one tool, and this is free, guys, it's free. How many things in life are free? If there are free tools, why wouldn't you just try? What do you have to lose that's free? It's amazing. So a starting ritual. This can be a new starting ritual for you. And the last thing I'll talk about, and thank you for those who have stuck on here, activation energy. So this is a chemistry topic, I guess. In order to start any type of chemical reaction, it takes a tremendous amount of energy to create the initial spark. So it's not hard once it's going, but to start and to change something, it takes a tremendous amount of energy. So the 5-second rule helps you just start. to change the behavior, or if your behavior is something that you want to change, it could be stopping something like stop smoking, stop pouring that second or third drink of alcohol, stop snapping at your kids, stop going to that fast food restaurant, stop making excuses and not doing your workout. You get the point. Starting or stopping is good or bad depending on the context. So just do what you want. A chain reaction allows you to keep going. The second rule, it says the 5-second rule creates activation energy inside you. It awakens your brain, your prefrontal cortex, and it helps you change behavior. And I think the biggest thing for me is to know that you can be really smart and you can have the best intentions and you can know what you want to do. We all know what we're supposed to do. We all can look at a list of things and say, this is the good choice, this is the bad choice, or the not so good choice, the less healthy choice. Then why don't we all just do the things that we're supposed to do? It seems like it should be simple. But if you have a bias towards inaction and you say, yeah, I could go for a run, I'll think about it, and you never do, thinking about a run does not give you the benefits of a run. It just doesn't. And I slept great last night because of it. So that's a little bit about the 5-second rule. I was going to say a couple other things. So this is at 21 minutes. I'm going to post the videos, like I said. Does anybody have any questions before I leave? Yeah, it is pretty amazing, isn't it, Mrs. Martinez? It's amazing. Take that concept and apply it to anything else in your life. 4 people are on here. I am going to tell you that next Monday, I want you to join me on July 23rd as I cover the topic of automatic negative thoughts, which is, abbreviated ANTS, A-N-T-S, and what you can do to tackle them, identify what they are and how they're holding you back. Until then, remember that if you're a yellow personality, I want you to start investing in yourself, your health, your wellness, your purpose, your abundance. If you want to join my Young Living team and start working on your best self, let me know. You can private message me about the huge sale that's going on right now. It's time to start changing your brain and chasing your dreams. It's time to say yes to you. Christina asks, can I share this video? I have a lot of Facebook friends that need to see this. Of course you can, Christina. Of course you can. I'm going to be uploading all my Facebook Live videos to YouTube. For those of you who don't know me, I am Shelby O'Connor, the Oily OT. I am committed to improving the lives of others. I'm always here for you. If you need to send me a text, phone call, Facebook message, Marco Polo, anything you need, comment on this video, reach out to me. I am here to help you. So it's really time to say yes to you. Look out for those videos. Anybody that wants the notes that I had read from in order to do this video, feel free to share the video. But if you want the written content, leave me your email in this post or private message me if you're not comfortable with other people seeing it. And that'll do it. I will get that information to you ASAP. So check it out. There are so many videos about this on YouTube. Also, get the 5-second rule, the book by Mel Robbins, and check out the post that I did last Monday is an interview that she's having with the gentleman. It's really good as well. I'm going to go ahead and post those links for you. I appreciate everybody that was on here who interacted. Christina, Rachel, Mrs. Martinez. Hope you're feeling better. Join me next Monday and I'll talk to you guys soon. Okay. Don't forget to say yes to you. Bye.